What's going on, agents? It's LtBuzzLitebeer, and in today's division video, I wanted to show you my solo PvE Tactician's Authority Skill Power NPC melting machine that was specifically built for soloing challenge difficulty missions. Now, I got this specific request via Twitter from Brother Leon, and he asked if I had a video on Lexington Event Center running it solo on challenge mode because he is trying to get the MDR. In response to that request, here is my PvE challenge difficulty solo build, and I have built this around the Tactician's Authority gear set, and at rest, this gear build gives you just under 425,000 skill power, but when fully charged up will top out at over 565,000 skill power. Before I show you my solo gameplay, let me run down each item starting off with the chest piece. I used the Barrett's Bulletproof Vest for this build for the additional 10% skill power when no skills are on cooldown and the 5% damage increase when one skill is on cooldown. I was lucky enough to get my chest piece already rolled with electronics as the primary attribute, and it has additional skill haste, exotic damage resilience, and ammo capacity. I use one electronics gear mod with an additional skill power roll and a firearms mod with additional skill power. The reason I have one firearms mod is because I needed to meet the firearms requirements to unlock the talented weapon talent for my weapon, but more on that later. For this build, I used the Tactician's Authority mask, rolled in electronics with additional skill power and 10% damage versus elites. Since I will be encountering elite level NPCs on challenge difficulty, this extra damage buff is quite useful. For my gear mod, I use an electronics gear mod rolled for additional skill power. My knee pads are also Tactician's Authority rolled for as high an additional skill power roll as possible, and I was lucky enough to also get burn resistance as a minor attribute. My gear mod is electronics with additional skill power, and my performance mod is additional seeker mine damage. I used the Inventive backpack for this build rolled in electronics as my primary attribute. Inventive grants you an additional 15% skill power when at full health, so as long as I can keep my health bar topped up, I constantly receive that skill power bonus. I of course have skill power rolled as my major attribute, along with an electronics gear mod rolled for additional skill power. For my two performance mods, I use Seeker Mine damage mods, both for an additional 4% damage with Seeker Mines. My gloves still need some work, but I do use the Tactician's Authority gloves with a rather weak electronics roll. I currently have them rolled for health on kill since I do not use health mods, plus 9% skill haste and additional enemy armor damage to help my turret cut through enemy armor as quickly as possible. And my final gear piece is the Tactician's Authority holster with over 1200 in all three primary attributes, along with skill haste as my major attribute. Performance mod is once again Seeker Mine additional damage. For my primary weapon, I was lucky enough to have a spare Urban MDR in my cache, and it pairs perfectly with this build. The base weapon damage of the MDR is the highest in the assault rifle classification, and the distracted weapon talent is instantly unlocked without the need for high firearms or stamina requirements. Since I do use the Seeker Mines, which cause enemy NPCs to bleed, Distracted activates and grants me an additional 18% damage buff. Earlier on in this build guide, I told you I do use one firearms gear mod, and that is so I can meet the requirements to unlock Talented. With this weapon talent, it increases skill power by 15% for 20 seconds for killing a target with this weapon, and the further skill power boost for proccing this weapon talent adds even more potential to this NPC melting machine build. As a point of interest, you don't actually have to fire your weapon to proc this talent, as you will see from the video. Simply using the active sensor turret not only builds up my Tactician's Authority 30% gear set stacks, but can also proc the talented weapon talent. For my weapon mods, I use a 111% extended mag with critical hit damage and rate of fire, headshot damage scope, headshot damage Omega rifle suppressor, and a small grip with additional crit hit damage. Unlike other TAC build videos where the agent does not fire their weapon, I like the added damage and range my MDR can add to a firefight, and it can really speed up your mission run-throughs. For the talents on this build, I switch between the BFB Sticky Bomb, Active Sensor Turret, and Cluster Seeker Mines. For my perks, I have chosen Shrapnel for the extra bleed chance, Demolition Expert for additional explosive damage, Tech Support to extend the duration of my turret, and Chain Reaction for more explosive blast damage. This build is by no means completely optimized, but it is fairly close to being complete, and as you will see, it is more than capable of burning through Lexington with minimal effort. Why Lexington Event Center on challenge difficulty? Well, it is the shortest of any of the challenge difficulty missions and has been a favorite of players looking to farm exotics or caches as quickly as possible. And now that we've gone through this build with a fine-tooth comb, how about some actual gameplay footage? Here is my PvE Melting Machine TAC build, soloing Lexington on challenge difficulty on World Tier 5. I'm going to go ahead and sign off and would appreciate it if you would like this video with a huge thumbs up. If you want some more LtBuzzLitebeer and my Division content in your life, make sure to pound that sub button and follow me on Twitter at LtBuzzLitebeer. And remember, for my channel, likes, comments, subs are loved. Until my next Division video, this has been LtBuzzLitebeer saying peace out.
Taking the Reichers out of the need. There's no one who can replace Lorraine. She's the one who organized the escape to Manhattan.
They're holding 3 of my people there. If you can get them out before blowing the lid off, that'd be great.
Get the don't jeopardize the breaking here.
Additional hostiles inbound.
Agent, the hostage is being held on the roof. You need to clear it out.
Negative, Ramos. We've got this. Find a secure position and hunker down.
And that's in order, Sergeant.
Warning. Incoming.
Loud here. I just heard about Ramos, Captain. Glad we reached him in time.
Thanks for that. My people are getting into position to breach the hull. Agent, you're gonna want to unlock the maintenance access. The building blueprints show a security control room down in the basement.
hostiles detected.
So far, so good. My strike squads are moving in. They'll breach the main hall on your signal. scatter.
I don't think we're quite done with them yet, but at least now we can get these JTF folks back on the job.
Oh yeah. I need my people alive and out there fighting a good fight. God knows we can't afford to lose any more personnel. I owe you, Agent. Hell of a job.